hi, Geekpreneur. What is going on? Welcome. Happy Thursday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. I am Sean Zimi, and I am somebody who used to work 14, 16-hour days, 6 days a week in an office, sometimes even 7 days a week, and till my pancreas shut down and left me unemployable uh, without anything to fall back on. So that kind of sucks. Maybe some of you can resonate with that. Maybe you got something a lot like that in your life. Well, now I help folks to start a side gig online and grow it using social media. Where else would you start? What else would you use to grow it? Right. So if that resonates with you, and whether you're serious or curious, drop the word me in the comments. I got you. I'll get back with you after this live. I'll just kick my camera. By the way, don't mind me. I'm wearing my robe again. Well, I usually wear my robes on maybe Saturdays, huh? I think it's sad. I'm such a routine guy when it comes to these things. Uh-oh, being transparent. But I was gonna change, but I was just on the laptop at my desk, and just went with it. Just went with it. So don't mind me. We are live on all platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Let's go. So sometimes you have this obstacle, this big stone, this big mountain in front of you, and day in, day out, you try to push it out of the way or push yourself through it, and it feels like it's just not going to work. Brandon, was that Brandon? I thought I saw. So, what do you do? Sometimes you keep coming back and push and push and push, not going anywhere. Come back, push and push, not going anywhere. Well, I'll tell you a little story about a guy who who was determined to move this mountain of a stone or obstacle in front of him. So every day he was determined to show up and push this physical stone and mountain of a stone. So every day he would show up and actually push, and just wouldn't budge. But every day he was so determined. So, like, I am going to move this thing if it's the last thing that I'm going to do. And every day he would show up and he would just push and push as much as he could, maybe give it a good hour of a time to push this thing, sometimes even more. And it just wouldn't budge, just would not budge. It just does not seem humanly possible to do this. Well, he did this for week after week after week until it became months. And finally, one day, he's standing in front of this big giant stone, and he looks up at the top, and he says to himself out loud, "What are you doing? This is impossible. You can't move this thing. This thing is enormous. It's just not your thing. You can't move this thing." And as he is thinking about this, he notices that he's been doing this for months now. He notices that his arms, his shoulders are stronger, are bigger even. His back it feels so solid and strong. His legs feel so thick and so postured. Overall, he feels like he's so much stronger and built more. So one thing he realizes is that, hey, I may not have been able to move the stone, but I got rebuilt. I got built stronger. I grew as a person. What a great analogy to bring that to real life, right? How many of us are faced with mountains of stones in front of us, obstacles, walls, blocks, and every day we do our best to go through this thing and keep asking ourselves, what the heck is going on? I can't go through this thing. I can't move this thing. This obstacle is just, I can't move this thing. Well, what if we're not supposed to move the obstacle? Maybe we are just supposed to get stronger for the next, get wiser for the next. I think this is such a great analogy to just keep at hand. You know, I shared with you last night that I'm going through a rough season, right? And I'm being very transparent. I'm going through a rough season of my life, right? And one of the things that with me is just I just keep going. Like I don't. I just I may have slowed down some, right? But it doesn't mean I have stopped, right? I just want to make very clear about that. That's very important. We talked about that last night as well, actually. So it's I may have slowed down a little bit, but I've never stopped, right? It just that's just kind of how I've been, right? But how many of us we get these mountains of just stuff in front of us that we feel like it's just blocking us, it's stopping us from growth, from where we really need to be going and who we really need to be and become, right? I know I have felt that way before. Drop a one in the comments if you felt that way before, whether you're watching this live or replay. But I know I have. And you keep questioning, I can't go through this thing, man. I can't push. But maybe you're not supposed to. You're, like I said, maybe you're just supposed to get stronger, more postured, wiser, have more answers, right? So, with that, I want you to be more aware of your blocks and speed bumps and mountains, right? And handle them with wisdom. Ask for more answers, like Jim Rohn used to say, right? Ask for more answers, more solutions than less problems, right? So with that, hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value. I appreciate you. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your feedback, but don't mind me again with my little robe going. So, yeah, if you feel like this is worthy of sharing, you know somebody who's got it. I know you do. I know you know somebody. You're like, oh, this person's got to hear this. Well, tag them to this, share it with them. Let's go. And with that, I am Sean Zimi. You can find me on all platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X, Threads, LinkedIn. And I go with Side Gig Sean. So I am Sean Azimi. I'm somebody who used to work 14, 16-hour days in an office. That was regular to me. That was just another day at the office. 6 days a week, often 7 days a week. Some of you have worked in that environment with me in the past. And until my pancreas shut down and left me unemployable with nothing to fall back on. Go figure, right? Shocked. And now I help folks to start a side gig online and grow it using social media. Like I always say every night, where else would you start a side gig? And how else would you grow it? Right? So if that resonates with you, drop the word me in the comments and I'll get back with you after this live. With that, I am signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Much love.